Greetings, spirit beings, greetings, supreme being. We're all the human race. Our common enemy is death. This is Try Something Vegetarian. I'm Ulrich Hoffman. This is the broadcast parts of YouTube live stream broadcasts missing. Though no frame drops and no outage. So a couple of days ago there was an internet outage. Google and YouTube servers had problems, but now we can see I'm live. The internet can totally see me now, supposedly. Though I'm not sure of this because, I'll get to that later, parts of broadcast are missing. Actually, two broadcasts. The first one was right before the internet outage that was reported. That's this one here. I reported internet hacked, false flag cyber attacks, test for World War III kills which practice. Let's see if I can find my chat remark about that, what insightful comment I had about that. It's the other one. So I have two lists of chat remarks basically. And they are so sure it was just a hiccup in their mainframe burp. They sabotage everything, including brainwaves with synthetic telepathy. So I've explained that it's the Jesuits and Masons and all intelligence agencies are Masonic and controlled by these Jesuits that were expelled from 80 countries, cities and city provinces, also by the Queen of England, for several reasons. I'm not going into that now, but this broadcast, false flag ISIS attack will kick off World War III ? So it's a question. Let us all know what you think in the comments. 22 views, 1 like, 1 dislike, according to the YouTube counter, which may also be wrong. So perhaps it has millions of views. And it's possible my channel is hacked. And why do I think that? Because the beginning of this broadcast is also missing. The intro to this broadcast is missing. Let's see if it's still missing or if it was a processing thing. But now the processing for this other video, my latest video, is finished. And this video still begins with and then. And I didn't begin with and then. So the whole intro was missing from this as well. So I thought, I checked and there was an internet outage basically, so the Google servers and others had problems. But before doing this broadcast I checked and there were no outage problems, no server problems. According to that website, let's see, news. Down detector. That's the website where you can check if Google and YouTube servers are down. So we see there are no problems at Google. Where's YouTube? Am I already past YouTube? Higher level. YouTube TV is going okay. So basically at the moment there are no real problems qua servers. The list is very long, if I can scroll that far. Can I find YouTube, for example? YouTube, there it is. So this is the current down detector map. Oh, there are quite a number of problems. Here we see live outage map. So let me know if you all can see this, or if the algorithms or hackers are preventing you all from finding my live video. In the chat, for example, I can turn on the chat. Now the chat is on. If anybody writes something in the chat, it will appear on the screen. Okay, so at the previous time this was red basically, now it's more yellow-orange. So they are having less problems than previous time. And I think other people are doing live broadcasts at the moment and they have no problem. So is this selectively affecting me? And the other broadcast that I did a couple of minutes ago, is Trump a crypto Jew? Several people think Trump is a crypto Jew. Could they be right? We can see here that this is a 3 hour, 25 minutes, 56 seconds broadcast. That's correct, but then when I visit the page with the video, this one is the first one that had the beginning, the intro completely missing. And this one I did recently, an even bigger part is missing of this broadcast. And now it's red because I'm also switching pages, so let's see how many dropped frames there are. Still 0 dropped frames. And the broadcast was viewable, so it is going to YouTube. And then they'd have to pretend that it can't store the video on the hard disk, or that there are problems with that there is a hiccup. But in reality, they're selectively blocking people's broadcasts, theoretically. Could that be true, or is there a reason that can't be true? Can you disprove it to me also? Right. So let's watch this one then. So many people are convinced Trump is a crypto Jew because the Trumps changed their name from Drumpf, German Jewish name, to Trump. Both of Trump's parents died in a Jewish nursing home. Why? And 3, Trump's brother was in a Jewish fraternity at college. And it's kind of important if the president is in reality a crypto Jew. Or not, you could argue. So then I have a feeling they dislike something about this part of the broadcast, and that's why they leave it online, to have an excuse to remove my channel. But in reality, I can't find anything in violation of the YouTube policy in this either. I'm not some anti-Semite, and I'd sue you, I'd press charges for slander if you'd call me an anti-Semite. So I've made very clear in my broadcast why it's wrong to blame all the Jewish people for something a couple of Jesuits and Masons have done. Mainly they've tortured my mother to death with directed energy weapons and my teeth out of my mouth. And they may have planned a third Jesuit world war to reduce the global population to 500 million. And I also covered 2 Jewish people that claim that Top Shebegoyim Harog, the Talmud statement about exterminating even the best of the Gentiles, the non-Jews, that is only valid during wartime, and also covered the opposite of Top Shebegoyim Harog, Pikuach Nefesh, so you must break any commandment to save a human life, etc. So basically I think that's dangerous. If they've planned a world war and population reduction to 500 million, some people clearly have, of course, these Georgia Guidestones you can still read, so the problem is they can deny it, but because it's written they can't deny it. Only really low IQ stupid people would believe that they're telling the truth if they deny the existence of the Georgia Guidestones, for example, which advocate maintaining global population around 500 million. The part about the live terror drills. They are terror drills that went live. So with all these events, there were live terror drills, were conducted same scenario, same day, either on location or very close, and the media ignores this completely, so it's one of these things. Did I cover this in my top 10 of mainstream media blackout subjects? You'd have to check on my channel. But I want to ask you all to give one of my videos on my channel a positive review. I don't know how that works, if I'd need an AdSense account for that, if I could get more views that way, but I'm not after money. So that's the reason I didn't do that. I have made the PayPal button work. But only if you're a millionaire or richer than that, then donation is welcome. Because I don't really need it. And there are other people that need it more than I do, probably. So yeah, I find it very weird, and I'm now gonna have to check if this broadcast is uploaded, streamed properly or not. But now the processing has finished according to the YouTube live dashboard. I think it is. So this is streamed, and that means that 3 hours of the broadcast are missing. And because I think it may be important, because of the Talmudic quote, basically also covered by Jewish people, so then I still have the website here also. That's and I also covered all the Jewish people that work for Trump, a whole list. And the Crypto Judaism article of Wikipedia, the CIA Vatican edited encyclopedia. But what was the thing that I wanted to show? If they've erased it from my memory in reality, would you believe it? Covered Mnuchin also, Skull and Bones member, of course. Trump is perfectly happy to hit China with new tariffs aimed trade. If Xi meeting doesn't go well, Mnuchin says. Mnuchin threatens China with tariffs if they bail on trade deal. Oh yeah, this page, that's the first one, so that's why I kind of missed it. I didn't recognize this icon. Killing Gentiles is forbidden. So that's about, this is the saying of Rabbi Simon ben Yochai, Top Shebegoyim Harog, even the best of the Gentiles should all be killed. And they go into that it's only during wartime, which explains that it's real, like Pikuach Nefesh. So I hope you all burn a Talmud, burn a Bible, burn a Satanic Bible, burn a Quran, burn a Bhagavad Gita to prevent the next ice age, but do it on YouTube so that people worldwide start doing it, otherwise it will have no effect practically. And I went into the chlorine business. Diversity for all countries but Israel, where 5G is produced but not used, also made clear by Reuters. The 5G infrastructure would pose a threat to our planet's atmosphere. Network implementation will require the deployment of many short lifespan satellites via suborbital rockets propelled by hydrocarbon rocket engines. According to this 2010 California study, launching too many of these babies will vomit enough black carbon into the atmosphere to pollute global atmospheric conditions, affecting distribution of ozone and temperature. Where solid-state rock exhaust contains chlorine, an ozone-destroying chemical. How can any government seriously concerned about climate change allow for this? Stop5G.whynotnews.eu. So because 5G increases people's cancer risk, it must be destroyed. Your health is the most important thing. And they have no right. And these unsafety standards make clear they are there to reduce the global population. And there are plenty of studies that show that cancer cell phone radiation microwaves cause lumping red blood cells. It's a study you can do at home. DNA breaks, chromosomal damage, and tumors on the side of their head where they kept their cancer cell phone to their heads, as shown on the MRI scans. So that's proven beyond any reasonable doubt, and people are lying about this to reduce the global population. And that's simply not allowed, in my opinion. Others say that it's a good thing. So take steps to survive, get that radiological water filter and storable food. And now I'm already going to end the broadcast because my father is coming up with dinner. I don't want to make it too long to see how much of this broadcast actually is broadcast in reality. I've shown on this recording that it was streaming correctly. I'll show that again now because only part of this broadcast might get online. Wrong one, of course. Synthetic telepathy reality. So many people already have learned to deal with it in their own way. So yeah, I am live. This bar is green, you see. This means that I'm live also here. So many people already have learned. So then you could argue then it should be on the YouTube server, but I don't know about that. We can check here. Well, my live broadcast isn't even visible yet. Is that normal if I'm doing a live broadcast? Perhaps it should appear here at the top. Well, we'll see what happens. So I think they have planned a world war and it's going to start soon, perhaps the 23rd already. Though it could start later as well. It takes, well, if they've prepared it for 35 years, then their setup can be that the EMP erases all evidence. So put it on a CD-ROM, DVD-ROM if you have any. And get that radiological water filter and storable food. Love to all people who have not tortured me, and I hope you all help to prevent World War III. People can protest, people can boycott. For example, Monsanto or Monsanto companies, and unite to prevent their illegal democide and world war. And or make broadcasts on YouTube. First, we must educate people about what's really going on and expose their lies. And I think I have had nice comments and likes and subscribes, etc. of people who are quite dear to me, and probably they're very nice people. So thank you all for your likes, subscribes. Tune in next time on Try Something.Vegetarian for universal peace. 19 minutes.